Blessings, beautiful being. In this video, we are tapping into the energy of the third eye chakra. This is your space of psychic perception and your psychic and spiritual abilities. So this is actually the center from which you receive your spiritual wisdom. The crown chakra is the center of spiritual energy, but this is your center of spiritual wisdom. And therefore, it's the center from which you receive all of your psychic senses. So even if you feel like you have clairsentience, where you have this feeling, a physical feeling, if you are not picking up on that properly, or you have claircognizance, where you have this intuitive knowing, and you feel like there's a blockage, it may not be that it's actually like within the deep centers of your chakra system. It may actually be that your third eye chakra is imbalanced. And when this space is balanced, we receive our psychic information. Our perception is clear. We receive things accurately and tangibly. We're able to actually translate the information, the messages that we're receiving, the energy that is external. We're able to actually digest and understand, process it properly. And this again is connected to your entire chakra system. Your third eye is. So if this center is not open and balanced, then it can affect other chakras as well, and other parts of your being, other ways of your understanding, your expression, and your perception. Now, to balance the third eye chakra, I'm going to give you something that you most likely haven't heard before associated with this center of the body and being. And as I've shared in the third eye section, there's lots of different practices that you can specifically try and do for the third eye. But this one in particular is something that is so specific and so important for the third eye. And on the topic of receiving your spiritual wisdom, the guidance that you receive and actually translating everything properly. In order to do so, it's not that you have this external energy. The biggest thing with the third eye is that it is magnetic. It does not seek out. The third eye is not this external emission of energy. It is a magnetic source and force. Therefore, when you're receiving your information and your guidance, you don't want to seek out. You don't want to be trying to understand, putting things together and getting into the mind space. The third eye is the higher mind. It is the understanding, the overseer of all. Therefore, it is a magnetic, attractive force where it attracts the energy and it attracts the information. So when translating your information, the psychic understanding, you do not seek out. You do not try to have this external energy of looking and seeking out. You instead magnetize. You allow for the information to reveal itself. I often like to bring myself to a clean slate, and in order to pick up on psychic information and to understand what I'm receiving, I go to a space that is completely clean and clear. And I attract the information there. I allow for the messages to reveal themselves and actually show up in the form that they are meant to, and not what the mind wants to create. Something so big with receiving information, especially through the third eye psychic information, it is not through the ego. So when you're in this clean, clear space and you allow for the divine wisdom to come through, it actually allows for you to be detached from the ego. So you are not picking up on previous things that your mind or your ego has understood in certain ways. Instead, you are picking up on the divine information, that which, again, has not existed here on earth, the divine higher guidance channeling. And so the way that you are able to properly translate and understand messages from the divine, it's again a similar energy for the third eye chakra, where you are allowing for things to come and to reveal. If you feel yourself at all trying to seek out information or to create details or an understanding of something that isn't clear, that isn't clarifying for you, that is a perfect, beautiful, divine indication that your third eye is imbalanced, and therefore you actually get to take a step back. You get to pause and allow for the universe to speak to you, for God to speak to you, rather than you trying to speak to it. Hello, I'm trying to understand this. Hello, what does this mean? And again, if you're trying to output energy and information, you are then not open to receiving the information. And that is key. It is so key. So tuning into a little technique and a meditation for the third eye, we take a moment to take a full deep breath, breathing in through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Allow for yourself to make a sound. Do it again if necessary. And now we take our hands and we rub them together to create some energy, some friction, some connection with our hands. These are divine vehicles of output energy. And then keeping your hands, your fingers together, you place it on your third eye and you actually move around almost to unlock your third eye. It can again be a series of light language movements. And then taking first your left hand, which is connected to your heart, and then your right hand over, and just breathing into this space. Allow for yourself to actually feel the tingles, feel the energy moving around your scalp, around your third eye. Feel other parts of your body awakening. And affirm to yourself out loud, I see and perceive with divinity and clarity. I see and perceive with divinity and clarity. I see and perceive with divinity and clarity. And as you breathe, you anchor this in. And so it is. It really is just about attuning yourself to the frequency, and as you do so, your reality does shift. So just taking a moment to allow yourself to be in that presence, that trust, rather than again having this external output of energy, of seeking, of needing, of lack, just creating this distortion of your field. Instead of doing that, you allow yourself to come to a space where you trust, you affirm positivity, and you attune yourself to that higher frequency reality. May you remember. So I do have the third eye meditation that is super powerful and also takes you through a process and a series of affirmations to unlock the energy of your third eye. If you feel like you're not receiving any information, any spiritual guidance from your higher self, from God, from the universe, then that meditation is really powerful. And regardless, it will help you to balance your energy, the energy of your third eye, and thus your whole spiritual system. Definitely go check that out. And you can also search in the Activation Academy, in the actual search bar, third eye, and all the information will come up from that month. And there is so much helpful information. Pretty much any question you ever will have about the third eye is answered there. And regardless, may your own intuition and your divine guidance come through effortlessly and in balance and harmony, benefit for you and for all. And so it is. Love and blessings.